We have taken 28 Oreo biscuits, and now we are going to separate the cream from the biscuit. Then what we do is we crush the biscuits and put it for grinding. Now we have separated the cream and the biscuit, so we will grind the biscuit in this grinder. Now we add 8 grams of gelatin. Then we add 40 ml of water to the mixture. Please do not stir it, leave it as it is. Once you have mixed the gelatin and the water, leave it as it is for 15 minutes. So now we add 80 grams of melted butter to the biscuit powder that we had done some time back, and then we simply fold this to form a base of the cake. If you want to have the same tray that I used in this video, you can find the link in the description. So after mixing the butter with the biscuit powder that we had, it should look somewhat like this. Now we take a tray, we align it with the butter paper at the base only, so that when we pour this into the baking pan, it forms a base for the cake. This is how the base will look once you pour the mixture into the baking pan. Now we refrigerate this till the time we make the next layer for the cake. Now to make a second layer of the cheesecake, we need 200 grams of cream cheese, 24 grams of sugar, the cream of Oreo that we had separated, 200 grams of whipping cream, and 4 grams of gelatin. This is half of what we had initially put in this bowl for mixing. Now we'll add the cream cheese to a bowl for whisking. So once you have whisked the mixture for 2 minutes, add the 24 grams of sugar that we had separated, followed by the Oreo cream that we had separated. Done that, then you again need to whisk this for a couple of minutes. After whisking for 2 minutes, this is how the earlier mixture would look. Now in a separate bowl, we'll take 200 grams of whipped cream and whip it more to make it more fluffy. After whisking this whipped cream for 2 minutes, this is how it should look. You see that there are some peaks that are formed on this mixture. Once this is done, we add the whipping cream to the original mixture that we had earlier made. After adding whipping cream, we'll add half of the gelatin that we had initially soaked. Now we add this mixture to the base that we had originally, refrigerated. Now line this mixture in the baking pan and refrigerate it till the time we form the next layer. Now for the next layer, we'll take 240 grams of whipped cream, 160 grams of dark chocolate, and 2 grams of gelatin, which is half of what is left with us right now. Now whip the cream. Once we have whipped the cream, then we add half of gelatin that we have with us, approximately 2 grams, followed by adding the dark chocolate to the mixture. Now we'll add this mixture to form the second layer of our cake. Now we'll refrigerate this till the time we form our third layer, which is the last layer for the cake. For the next layer, we need 120 grams of milk chocolate, 2 grams of gelatin, and 160 grams of whipped cream, which I have already whipped some time back. Now we will add the gelatin to the mixture, followed by adding the milk chocolate. Now for the final layer, we will take the batter and again form a layer on what we had earlier refrigerated. Now this is the last layer of the cake. We can now refrigerate this for a minimum of 4 hours. We have dusted the cake with cocoa powder. Now after refrigerating it for 4 hours, this is how the cake will look. Now we'll do some icing on this cake. Now we'll remove the cake from the tray.